What's going on, everybody? It's Melo DFS coming to you live and direct, here to give you my favorite 5 plays for today. We got NBA 7-game main slate. Today is Saturday 13th. Hope everybody's having a great day. Feel free to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Press that bell icon to always stay notified for new videos. Let's get right into it. I'll go with my first play, going to the point guard spot. Now, where I want to pivot down to, I want to go down to Ricky Rubio. He's a great play, 5,700 on DraftKings. Get him for a cheaper play on FanDuel. And looking at FanDuel, he's roughly around $4,800. So Ricky Rubio in a great play, knowing there's no Beasley, D. Russ, McLaughlin, Culver is a game time decision. Just give him a bumping usage here, and he's averaging around 31.5 fantasy points at home in the past 5 games. All right, looking at Portland, do allow an average 39.5 fantasy points to the starting position. So Ricky Rubio, I can still see him give you around that 30 fantasy point mark here, and with this type of savings, especially on FanDuel here, is a great play to consider for your lines. So Ricky Rubio is my first play at point guard. Now looking into the shooting guard spot, if I'm gonna pay up, I do like Norman Powell. All right, knowing that Fred VanVleet is out, Bam is out, and then we have OG out. This guy gets a bumping usage, and Norman Powers has been on a roll lately. Look at his scoring: 45, 39, 46, 39 in the last 4 games. When he starts, y'all, this guy definitely gets the usage in play. He's averaging around 28 points a game, 39 fantasy points in the past 5 games. And looking at Charlotte, they do allow average 32.4 fantasy points to the starting position. So more likely to be a cash play, but I definitely think he'll definitely pay his price tag on both DraftKings and FanDuel. Another play I like is Terry Rozier. He's 7,400 on DraftKings, but give him for FanDuel at 6,900. So a great play to consider him here, as he's been doing well also. He's averaging 20 points a game, averaging 43.7 fantasy points in the past 5 home games. All right, and looking at him against Toronto, he's averaging 40 fantasy points in the past 2 last season against Toronto, and Toronto is depleted, so it's a great spot to consider Rozier here, as Toronto's allowing an average 34.1 fantasy points so far to the starting positions, 42 and 40 in the last 2 games. So like this play for Terry Rozier at the shooting guard position. Let's go to our next play, going to our small forward spot. Jeremy Grant, this guy's in a great place. He's ready to also make moves from Detroit. They're looking at trades for him, so he's definitely been cooking up, y'all. He's averaging around 32% in usage a game. All right, around 24 raw points, 18.2 field goal attempts a game, averaging 38.8 fantasy points per game. And looking at Brooklyn, where he did have a 47 fantasy point game last game against Brooklyn last season, and Brooklyn's allowing only around 28.3 fantasy points a game to the starting position, but he's averaging around 43.6 fantasy points in 6 big underdog games. This is 11.5 point underdog for Detroit here. And like I said, this guy getting the usage, he's going to be on the court. So I definitely think he'll pay up that price tag here. Jeremy Grant's in a great play for today at the small forward spot. Another guy in play, you can also look at Danilo Gallinari. He's 5,700 on DraftKings, but give him for another cheap play on FanDuel for 4,700. Like this spot here, he's averaging around 16 points a game, 4.8 rebounds in the past 5 games, averaging 27.9 fantasy points per game. And this guy's in a great play. He's averaging around 26 minutes a game. He's averaging 32 fantasy points in the past 3 games against Sacramento. And that was in the 2019 season. But check him out, y'all. He's always been in play here against them. He's always had that 30 fantasy point floor play. So going to go back to the well here, as he had 33 and 52 in the last 2 games. This guy's been cooking up. So I like Danilo Gallinari as a nice value play on FanDuel. But overall, great slot to consider him for small forward and power forward eligible. All right, let's go to our power forward spot for today. I did mention Gallinari, but another guy that's in play for a nice saving spot to consider for today will be Stanley Johnson. All right, he's 3,800 on DraftKings. Get him for 3,500 on FanDuel. And this guy, he had 25 and 24 in the last 2 games when he's getting the start because of the depleted starting line here. So like I said, without OG and Bam Adebayo, this guy's in play, and he's too cheap to be overlooked here. Like I said, he's averaging around 24.5 fantasy points in the last 2 games, and Charlotte's allowing an average 32.3 fantasy points per game to the starting position. So I like this play for Stanley Johnson as in a great value spot at power forwards for today. All right, let's look into our last play, going to our center play. All right, going to the center position, of course, Chris Boucher going against Charlotte. Great spot here, 6,600 on DraftKings, 67 on FanDuel. Will be a cash spot because he will be highly owned here, but still been in great spots, y'all. He's averaging around 19.6 raw points a game, 6.2 rebounds, around 23.2% in usage in the past 5 games. He's averaging around 33.7 fantasy points per game. And this guy's in an incline in scoring, y'all. As you can see, he had that 26 against the Rockets, then 34 against the Pistons, 38 against Celtics, 51 against the Hawks in the last 4 games. And like I said, him getting a starting spot with the depleted starting line here. This guy's in play. He's averaging around 42.4 fantasy points in the past 2 games against Charlotte that last season. So definitely check him out there. He had 38 and a 49 in the last 2 against Charlotte last year. So it's a great spot for Chris Boucher here, and for your center spot for today. Another spot you could also consider for your lines will be Enes Kanter against Minnesota at 72 on DraftKings. He is cheap at 68 on FanDuel. So Enes Kanter's in a great play. He's averaging around 14.2 raw points a game, 14 rebounds a game, and around 1.3 fantasy points per minute on the court. Averaging around 38.1 fantasy points per game in the past 5. And Minnesota's allowing an average 34.2 fantasy points to the starting position. So Enes Kanter, great play to consider for your lines for today. So these are my favorite spots for today. If you want access to the rest of my player pool, click the link in the description and sign up for Draft Dashboard Tools. Only $1 for up to 30 days. Once you sign up, get access to the NBA cheat sheet, your sleepers, and your studs. Click on the watch players. You get access to my player pool up top for Watch Melo's DFS picks for either DraftKings or FanDuel. So I love y'all, man. Y'all collect that bag. It's Melo DFS, and y'all stay blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video.